Yo, welcome to episode 22 of the Universe Mode. NXT TakeOver is live from Orlando, Florida. Thank you for joining us, and we're going to kick things off here in style. King Richochet made his NXT debut this past week with an impressive victory over the inaugural Cruiserweight Classic champion TJ Perkins. The focal point of last summer's Cruiserweight Classic on the WWE Network, there were many questions asked. What if Richochet, what if Will Ospreay was able to compete in this tournament? Could things have turned out very differently? I guess tonight we're going to find out. This could be the spiritual final of the Cruiserweight Classic in some ways. Two of the world's, if not the two best high flyers in international professional wrestling today. Will Ospreay of Britain, King Richochet of the United States. Us over here in Britain knew how good Will Ospreay was all along. He put himself on a map with one of the matches of the year against King Richochet in New Japan Professional Wrestling, and subsequent battles in the likes of What Culture Pro Wrestling, in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, and now we're here in World Wrestling Entertainment, NXT TakeOver Orlando, Florida. We've only seen a glimpse of the brilliance these two men have to offer. The best is yet to come. Standoff here between both men, the poses. One of the many things these two men share, many similarities in between. Hark around, and we're starting things off very quickly with Ospreay with the upper hand on Ricochet. Nice arm drag, Ricochet runs into it and the corkscrew moonsault from the standing position. Nice moonsault into the tornado DDT. And the reverse 450 misses wildly. Ricochet rebounding off the ropes. And the knees to the chest, to the sternum of Will Ospreay, and there's the cover, hooks the legs. Ospreay kicking out before a count of one is even made. Both men kicking things off 100 mph, and we expected nothing less. Ricochet perched on the ring apron, Ospreay going over the top with a sunset flip. Onto the outside, the same outside padding at Kenny Omega. Whoa, and Ospreay missed. The Kenny Omega dropped Hideo Itami on his head with the one-wing dangerous we closed off last week's NXT. Ospreay catches him this time with a springboard corkscrew. They're moving so fast I can barely keep up. Going for a second one, and it crushes Ricochet. 150 pounds coming out on your neck. It's never a pretty scenario, but Ricochet showing some signs of life. Nails Ospreay on the jaw with a forearm. What a lion salt quadrada from one end of the ring to the other. King Ricochet, Will Ospreay, the Cruiserweight Champion. Blink and you will miss it. And there's an aerial reverse DDT. Will Ospreay with a homage to his British compatriot Adrian Neville with the red arrow. Backhand spring into the enziguri across the face of Ricochet. And Ospreay spikes him with that DDT. That could be it. Ricochet showing signs of life now, getting back to his feet from the submission hold. And the comeback is initiated. Forearms to the face and a payday clip to Will Ospreay. Ricochet is back in the fight. Ospreay putting the brakes on. There's the fourth DDT we've seen so far this afternoon. And now the King heading to the top of his castle. 630 splash. Nailing Will Ospreay. That's gotta be it. Ospreay kicks out. What a start to the show. 630 splash. Ospreay says, nah, not today. And there is a spinning roundhouse kick. Ricochet evading the drop kick. Tilt well into the small package. Can he catch Ospreay off guard? Ospreay kicks out. He's still with it. We're here live in Orlando, Florida. The spinning back kick to the gut fells Ospreay, and a drop kick to the side of the head. Referee is dizzied. And Ricochet's time to fly. Hurricanrana from the top rope to the outside. Both men leaving everything they have in their wisdom in the ring. Phenomenal forearm to the back of the head of Will Ospreay. And a flip bottom in the center of the ring. Here in Orlando, Florida, could that be it? Ospreay fails to kick out, and we have a new Cruiserweight Champion to kick things off. At NXT TakeOver, King Ricochet announces himself to the WWE Universe in fashion. The purple belt is his. Outstanding pay-per-view debut. Congratulations, Ricochet. Coming up next, people, it's the match you've all been waiting for. Asuka versus her mystery opponent. We're going to find out who is going to come through those curtains next. Oh boy, we are back. And Asuka's mystery opponent is the legendary Trish Stratus, making her way to the ring. Gail Kim couldn't do it. Mickie James came short. The viewers of the channel have voted and spoken, and Trish Stratus overwhelmingly won the majority of the votes. Will she dethrone the Empress Asuka? Or will she be added to the long list of WWE alumni who failed to pin the champion? Asuka in the purple and white special occasion calls for special attire. And NXT's greatest women's champion in the history of the brand is making the frog march to the ring. No doubt there has to be some respect embodied deep in the gut of Asuka for this lady, Trish Stratus. Everything that Trish Stratus accomplished in the late 90s to 2000s, up until her retirement against Lita, female wrestlers around the world have looked up to her as an inspiration, and may I say, Trish Stratus looks in wonderful shape. But can she match it with the in-ring prowess? Age is a factor, but does she have the condition to keep up with the monster Asuka? Been on a tear through NXT over the past 2 years since her arrival in the company. Stratus knocks her down with a forearm. His good start, looking promising, goes to the second rope and misses the splash. And Asuka can make the warpath. An arrogant brush to the face of Trish Stratus. Stratus evades the kick, now rolls her up with the O'Connor roll into a nice bridge. Shades of her Matrix maneuver where she arches her back with consummate ease and drops Asuka with the face buster. Trish Stratus hardly remembered fondly for going off the top rope. Caught in midair with that power slam. And now Asuka is in her element. She's dangerous when she's confident. Misses wildly with that baseball slide. Now Trish Stratus drops her with a rear naked choke drop, synonymous with the one Billy Gunn. Asuka now shooting the Canadian off the ropes. There's the drop down. Nails her with the kitchen sink to the gut. Stratus showing some signs of life. The Hall of Famer now hauling Asuka onto the top rope. Asuka kicks away now, looking for a missile drop kick to the nose of Trish Stratus. Snap suplex. Floats over nicely for the cover by Asuka. Stratus kicks out on the count of 2. And a spinning back fist. Shut down by Trish Stratus. 7-time women's champion with an electric chair drop. There's a maneuver from the past. Don't see that too often anywhere. And a nice helicopter spin. Vintage Trish Stratus. Now back to the second rope. Is successful with the splash this time round. Missed it early on in the contest. It was possibly a turning point. Warms her up with a chick kick. Asuka's been rocked. She's on the ropes. Gets some breathing space by sending Trish Stratus flying, and she misses with the ass attack. And a neck breaker by Stratus for good measure. Both ladies brawling on the outside now. Oh, and what a spinning wheel kick. And there is the hip attack by Asuka. Took some out of her, no doubt, landing on that floor, but Trish Stratus ate the brunt of that force. Catches over the belly to belly. Trish Stratus breaks the eye, says no, now goes for the rolling clutch pin. Shoulders down for Asuka. Referee takes his time, but Asuka, those milliseconds counted for everything. And another spinning wheel kick for impact of those feet on flesh. And a spinning wheel kick from the top rope. Asuka's won a fair share of contests here on the channel with that maneuver. And now she's lighting up. Culmination's beginning. Now she's in her element, and a spinning wheel kick. Outside crescent kick to the face of the 7-time women's champion. Thank you for coming. She escapes. Trish Stratus escapes at the count of 2.5. And Asuka is resorting to top rope territory. Missile drop kick to the chest of a seated Trish Stratus. Stratus with the arm drag. Can she buy herself some time? Needs to get her breath back. Recharge the batteries. Nails her with a DDT now. The Hall of Famer with a second wind. Flying New Fist press and hooks her legs. Asuka kicks out. Odds are still in Asuka's favour. Unbeaten here on NXT and catches Stratus for the second time. The Stratus floats over. Another O'Connor roll. Could this be a major upset? Asuka just kicks out, finds a wheel. Chick kick connects for the second time. Here's Asuka done for here on NXT as the women's champion. I've seen it all. I've seen everything there is to see in this matchup. Stratus, 2 chick kicks, failing to make a dent, and there's the hat trick. Asuka cannot be kicking out of this. It's gotta be over. We have a new. Oh my god, at the count of 1. Oh my days, at the count of 1, Trish Stratus has been denied a victory with the legendary chick kick. Asuka turns her inside out now with the crescendo. Barely makes an escape. It's near fall after near fall in this women's championship match. Stratus on the shoulders of Asuka, rolls her up very nicely with the victory roll into a Dragon Runner. And Asuka kicks out. Both ladies throwing everything they have at each other, everything they know. And is that going to be the Asuka luck? It's a chicken wing, and Trish Stratus is nowhere near the ropes, has nowhere to go. Stratus can be submitted here. Powers away out. I don't think Asuka had enough energy. Very effective rolling elbow. Chick kick misses wildly. And Asuka with a cross arm breaker. Dramatic scenes here in Orlando, Florida. Most of Orlando's residents are here watching. They're on their feet. And Stratus, the experience comes into play. She finds a way to escape the move. DDT. And turning Asuka in a Boston Crab. Submission maneuver applied of Trish Stratus on Asuka in the middle of the ring. Oh my days, she's done it. Trish Stratus has done it. She submitted Asuka. Not only has she beaten her, she submitted the Empress of all moves with the Boston Crab. How she did it is a mystery, but Trish Stratus has shocked the world. At 41 years young, Trish Stratus returns to NXT, the company that builds the future. For one night only, but leaves as the NXT Women's Champion. The Hall of Famer now rules the roost in the women's division. Hats off to Asuka. It was a great run and a valiant effort. What a contest. Coming up next, the Revival exercise a rematch clause against the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks. We are back at TakeOver Orlando. Tag Team Championship action underway. The third championship match of the evening. As if the first two weren't hot enough for you, then we're about to cook up a treat. The Revival have been somewhat of an uneasy alliance in the past 2 weeks, blaming each other for their Tag Team Championship loss to the Young Bucks way back in January at TakeOver San Antonio. And in spite of that, they've gone ahead and enforced their rematch clause that they're entitled to. And they better make sure they're on the same page here tonight. Otherwise, it's time to go back home empty-handed. Maybe even go separate ways. They are the John Cena of the tag team independent wrestling world. They're here in the WWE. Picked up their Tag Team Championships in their in-ring debut at the TakeOver show in San Antonio. They passed the first test that night, and are here tonight in their second TakeOver appearance. They defend their Tag Team Championships, that have been held by the likes of the Ascension, American Alpha, the Authors of Pain, the Revival, and now by the best tag team in the world, the Young Bucks. Now Matt Jackson overwhelmed by the Revival in the corner. Both men work as a unit already. It's looking promising so far. The numbers game is that of a significant factor in getting the upper hand on Matt Jackson. He suffered them down in the corner, cutting the ring in half. Jackson dropped with a Falcon Arrow. Little help from the ropes by Scott Dawson. Here's his partner Dash Wilder now coming into the ring. Double suplex into the corner. Looks like there will be no shine to open the match for the Young Bucks. Rough and ready by the Revival. Nice variation of the suplex by Dash Wilder. Shades of the curtain call by Goldust. And there's the Arrogance going into the opposition's corner for an aerial maneuver, who's turned on him nicely. Nick Jackson now trying to fire up on Dash Wilder. He's been shut down. Sent into his opposite corner. Knee to the face of the Bulldog. Shades of CM Punk. Nick Jackson saving face for his team. Victory roll applied. Is it too early for that? It is indeed. Dash Wilder kicks out with ease. Scott Dawson wants some. He's been knocked off the apron, which leaves Dash Wilder by himself. He's in trouble. Double super kick. The same way we began the first championship match in San Antonio with a double super kick. Dash Wilder coming in to buy some time for his partner to recover and cuts off Matt Jackson in the process. We're back to square one. Now the Revival working on the Young Bucks. There's a nice Tiger driver from Scott Dawson. Jackson in the middle of the ring, pinned by himself, needs to escape. Nice Hurricanrana to reverse the tide. Now the Revival has their sights set. Shatter Machine on Nick Jackson. That could be it. Wilder eliminating Matt Jackson off the apron, but Nick keeps their team alive. The Revival are in cruise control. They've been looking so good so far this evening here at TakeOver. Flying forearm off the second rope. And the Young Bucks are being softened up here by one of the greatest tag teams in the WWE, the Revival. So many references to Tully and Arn have been made in comparison between the Revival and the legendary tag team. Jackson misses wildly with a splash. Can't seem to get into second gear, can't seem to get anything going. The Revival is just one step ahead of the Young Bucks. Spike power driver to Nick Jackson. That will soften him up. Matt Jackson sensing the danger, buys his partner some time, buys his brother some time even with a super kick. Nick Jackson with a nice tilt-a-whirl arm drag. Young Bucks teaming up in the corner on Scott Dawson. Whilst Dash Wilder desperately claws away at Nick Jackson on the apron. It's the indie taker from the Young Bucks. Dawson kicks out. And there's no end in sight so far for this tag team contest. Nick Jackson squashing Dash Wilder on the outside. Leaves Dawson and Matt in the inside with a DDT. Nick Jackson can't get in. Knocks Nick off the apron. And Dash Wilder showing signs of life on the outside. Could be time for an advantage. We're back to square one. Both men on their corners. Dash Wilder with the O'Connor roll. Kicked out by Matt. Takes his eye off the game. Goes after Nick Jackson. And Matt with the sunset flip powerbomb onto his brother. And you see that, you blink and you miss it. Matt Jackson back in the ring. Little help from the physics. It's breaking down here. It's tag team turmoil here at NXT TakeOver in Orlando, Florida. Dash Wilder with a moonsault. You don't often see that kind of offense from a man of his size. Nick kicks out. Matt Jackson with a springboard. And Scott Dawson inadvertently takes out his tag team partner. And once again the game turning on the Young Bucks. Matt Jackson warped onto the apron, shut down by Dawson. Wilder is distracted. Nick Jackson has the crucifix. Is that the key to victory? It is. What a match, and the Young Bucks have stolen one right from underneath the Revival's noses. It's WrestleMania weekend, and the Young Bucks cement their place as one of the best tag teams in the world. But they are now still the NXT Tag Team Champions. Where do the Revival go from here? Let me know your comments below. Do you want to see them split up, or do you want to see them come to the main roster? Coming up next, the King of Kings returns in a street fight against Anthony Mafia. Welcome back to the channel as the sun sets in the beautiful venue here in Orlando, Florida. A career-changing opportunity awaits. Anthony Mafia. You can follow me on Twitter and follow me on Facebook. The handles are in the upper left corner. Keep up to date with my escapades in the world of professional wrestling here in Britain. But right now, the game awaits the owner of NXT. They've come to blows. It all started at TakeOver San Antonio. when Mafia was pedigreed in the center of the ring by the Game as he made his opening speech to the pay-per-view. There's no such thing tonight. No traditional address from the Game. Kicks things off straight away with Richochet as Triple H prepared. The King of Kings suited up and prepared for battle. Mafia left him laying in the locker room 2 weeks ago. Put himself on the map, turned himself from a mere annoyance into a personal threat. NXT TakeOver on WrestleMania weekend is like a mini WrestleMania of some sorts. The scale is on display. The mood is tense. Atmosphere is fever pitch. And the performances this evening have been out of this world. And if there's ever been a man who knows all too well about performances, it's a man who has delivered on those cylinders for the last 20 years. Triple H opens up with a knee to the face of Mafia, runs right into it. And he's sent over the top to the outside below. And now Mafia can pick at the pieces. Not the start Triple H wanted. Here comes them pinpoint kicks. Unsolicited, unprotected shots to the face of Triple H. Can't get to his feet, but shuts Mafia down on the steel steps. We're back in the ring where it started. Mafia picked up the victory over Cedric Alexander this past week on NXT. The world was shocked by Triple H's return. He was run right out of town. And it's come down to this. No holds barred. Mafia shooting off the ropes for the Shining Wizard. Nails Triple H. Hunter yet to get back in the game. As Mafia scouts him, could be looking for the gut check. Up on the shoulders, but Triple H shuts him down with a DDT. Shades of Bobby Roode with that lifting, impaling DDT. Now the shots opening up by the Game. Right hand after right hand on Mafia. Clotheslines him out the ring. We're back to square one. Back in the outside, but the ball's in Triple H's court. Opening him up on that barricade. It's the first in-ring performance of Triple H on the channel. In our universe mode. Shut down with a sling blade on the outside by Mafia, looking for a foreign object. Nails him with a chair. And rolls over with a camel clutch, trying to open up that wound. Triple H yet to show any claret. He's the first man to take advantage of that no holds barred rule in this match. And now the King throwing more rights. Goes to squash Mafia's face with a chair, and he's caught off guard. Access denied by the young legend. Whoa, sent him crashing into the steel ring post. And now it's time to rearrange the furniture. Triple H tearing apart the announce table that can only mean one thing. Mafia using his intelligence, creating some distance between himself and the table. No harm can be done that way. Triple H going for another knee. Mafia evades. Clothesline misses wildly, and he runs right into the gut check. Dropped on the knees, that could be it. This could be the biggest victory of Mafia's life. Road breaks don't count for nothing, but he kicks out. Triple H kicks out of the gut buster. And now nails him with a knee. Shades of Harley Race with a high knee. Triple H trained by Killer Kowalski. Mafia trained by Joseph Connors. But how do you train for a steel chair shot to the head? There's the equalizer. There's the receipt by Triple H. Rolls him back in the ring for unfinished business. Spinebuster on the pine. Game on for Triple H. Game about to be over for Mafia. Every game pun you can think of. Mafia with the cockiness. The boxing feints and the dropkick off the apron. Triple H picking up the chair, trying to bust open the skull of Mafia. And he's grazed open by Mafia himself. It backfired. Triple H has been opened up, and so has Mafia. Both men busted wide open, leaving it all on the line in this street fight. Battling his way onto the announce table. The furniture rearranged. The demolition complete. Mafia pedigree face first through the announce table. And now Triple H perhaps looking for the equalizer. Nowhere to be found. Please comment below why I can't find a sledgehammer under the announce table. Nonetheless, he's gone back for the chair. Mafia shuts him down again. Hooks both arms. Dragon suplex on the chair. And with the bridge, Triple H kicks out. Not enough to shut the cerebral assassin down. Maybe another gut check will. Reverse DDT on that same chair. And a spine buster. Both men throwing everything each other's got at each other. Spinning wheel kick on Triple H, and he breaks his neck on the bottom rope. Shut down one more time with another DDT. Is the end in sight? Kick to the gut, both arms underhooked. Pedigree on the steel chair. Mafia's gotta be dead as Triple H killed the young legend. Referee seems to say so. The game is back in action. Back with a victory here at TakeOver. And as the sun comes in, both men have just waged a war on each other. Cuts too deep for a band-aid solution. What if I told you there was still more to come? Main event time as Kenny Omega warms up in a backstage position. He's come to NXT with one target only, to become the new NXT champion. And there is the title holder, Hideo Itami, on his way to the gorilla position. First title defense since NXT TakeOver San Antonio is coming up next. Kenny Omega, the former leader of the Bullet Club, takes on the NXT champion Hideo Itami. And we are back, and the Nightfall has appropriately set the mood for the entrance of the One-Winged Angel. Debuted as the partner of Hideo Itami, and now comes here tonight as the opponent for the NXT Championship. He is the last leader of the Bullet Club, New Japan Pro Wrestling's biggest faction. The Young Bucks were victorious tonight. They were two members of the former outlet. Will it be a homecoming here tonight in Orlando, Florida? Or will Hideo Itami spoil the celebrations for Kenny Omega? The damage must have taken its toll. The damage of which I am referring to, of course, is a reference to the post-match assault by Kenny Omega this past week on NXT, the Dragon Suplex, and the One-Winged Angel on the concrete floor of the Full Sail University. A calculated assault by Kenny Omega to soften up the NXT champion tells you all you need to know really about how seriously Omega should take the threat of Itami. Big fight feel here in the arena. Kenta handing over the belt, possibly for the final time, possibly not. It's about as close as Kenny Omega can get to it right now. Referee holds the grandest prize on the show aloft. It's on! Kenny Omega, Hideo Itami, both men feeling each other out. Side headlock by Omega, thrust off the shoulders by Hideo Itami. The drop down, leapfrog, met with a clothesline. Hideo Itami wasting no time going to those kicks in his repertoire to open up the head of Kenny Omega, quite possibly. Hesitation dropkick misses wildly. Omega has an opportunity to get into the match for the first time. Fireman's carry. Omega, well scouted, is denied. Knife edge chops to the chest of Hideo. Dropped on the spine with the backbreaker. And is this where Omega wants him? The back has been softened up. This past week on NXT, the neck is an issue, but the Kenta series is not. Firing away on those cylinders at Kenny Omega, the challenger. Spinning back kick to the gut brings Omega to his knees. And Itami with a double stomp, but Omega with some martial arts of his own. Nice spinning back wheel kick. And it's a brawl. It's a fight. Butterfly suplex by Itami. But Kenny Omega just keeps coming back at Hideo Itami. He's going back at the champion. Hideo Itami walked through Samoa Joe with ease at San Antonio. This is a very different challenge. This is one of the best wrestlers in the world here in NXT. The springboard elbow drop misses wildly. Omega with the moonsault off the apron. We typically see a springboard. We typically see an Asai moonsault from that position of Omega. Time was short. Opted for the one off the apron instead. Heads to the high risk district. Missile drop kick to the face of Itami. The game is turning in Omega's favor. Itami with a second wind. Knees to the chest of Omega. Perhaps we should take a moment to think about the scenario that could await Itami should he lose. Does he stay in NXT and exercise his rematch clause? for the championship, or does he go out to the main roster? A scenario where Omega fails to capture the championship. Will consider himself a failure. Nice capture suplex by Kenta, and the hesitation dropkick in the corner. But Psycho knee, well scouted by Omega. Elevated. Electric chair into the German suplex. With the bridge, but Itami kicks out. Drama being turned up a notch now here in the main event. Hope you've enjoyed the show so far. It's not over yet. Itami still got fight in his gut. Sweeps the leg of Omega. The Kenta series for the second time. Kicks to the chest. Stiff kicks to the sternum of the challenger. Spinning back kick knocks him down. Sick kick denied. And Omega tosses him outside like a salad. Bullet Club leader, feeling the juice, hits the ropes, goes over the top, and burying Kenta on the outside. Back in the ring with the crossbody, hooks the leg. Is that enough? Itami survives for just a little bit longer. Perhaps delaying the inevitable. Remember the broken neck I mentioned earlier? Itami drops on it, severely weakened. Can he fight out the one-winged angel? He's dropped, nailed, on top of his head in the middle of the ring. Referee succumbs to the freak out. And people, ladies and gentlemen, fans of the channel, we have a new champion. Kenny Omega has done it. The gamble paid off. The tactics have been rewarded. Underhanded, whether you agreed with them or not. Kenny Omega softening Itami up before we get to Orlando. Nails the one-winged angel and picks up the NXT Championship. What a night, people. What a night, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the show and what was your highlight. Where do we all go from here? Rematches, debuts. The post-WrestleMania draft is coming up. Let me know what you want to see. It's good night from TakeOver. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, what a show TakeOver was. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments below what you thought. Let me know your match of the night. And let me know who you want to see face who next. As always, I absolutely appreciate the support in the comments. Please like and subscribe, share, follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and I'll see you in a bit.